So, we just saw Warcraft.
It wasn't very good.
Wasn't very good.
No.
That's an understatement. That's giving it a little bit too much credit, I think.
It wasn't as bad as Now You See Me Too.
It wasn't as bad as Now You See Me Too. Okay, I'll give it that. But, my God, why are we just seeing bad movies?
So, Warcraft,
It's a piece of shit.
yeah, it's hard. This is more,
Just explain the plot, go ahead.
That's tough. Basically, orcs don't like humans.
Humans don't like
Humans
orcs.
just discovered orcs, and the orcs try to take the human land. Oh my god.
Meanwhile, there's this big bad evil that, like, you forget about, but then they re-mention every few hours, because the movie feels like it's 10 hours long.
This movie was so messy.
It was.
It was a little confusing, and it got boring.
And it would just randomly cut to different characters and different story arcs, and then just go back to right where we left off. And I was like, wait, no, what? Fuck, no.
You know what I do have to say? Critics compared this movie to Battlefield Earth. Do you know what that is?
I haven't watched that.
Oh my god, it is amazing for all the wrong reasons. But you know what? Objectively speaking, this movie's better than Battlefield Earth. I'm not saying this movie's worse than Battlefield Earth, but Battlefield Earth is so much more intriguing to watch. Because at least that movie is memorable. This movie is so forgettable.
It is.
The only good thing I can say about this movie is Toby Kebbell, who plays the main orc. His performance is good. His character is good. He's the only thing I cared about in the movie. And you know what? The special effects in this movie suck. All the combat scenes look just terrible.
I know.
I don't, you know what?
That final combat scene, they're all, like, hoarding around. It looks like a giant mosh pit.
It does.
Doesn't look like a fighting scene. It looks like a giant mosh pit.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't look like they're flying. The camera moves pretty fast, so it's kind of hard to see. It's not necessarily shaky cam, but because it's CGI and the camera's moving, it makes it hard to see. And I don't understand.
I also found the camera goes out of focus a lot.
It does. You noticed that
Yes.
too. I didn't know if that was the 3D or if that was just the shooting.
No, the camera just went out of focus a lot.
3D wasn't good either.
Oh my god. It wasn't even worth it in 3D. I can't think of one time where 3D, like, every single 3D movie I've seen, it's always like that one moment where you're like, oh yeah, okay, like, I can see it 3D for that. Even if it's just like a split second. This movie has no purpose to be in 3D whatsoever.
No, it really doesn't. But you know what I can say about this movie? Even though I did not like it, and I don't think it's that good, if you really had an interest in seeing this movie, Netflix it. It's not horrible. It's not a horrible viewing, but I don't recommend seeing this in theaters, and I don't recommend renting this per se. Just Netflix it, cable watch it, because frankly, it's not worth your money.
It isn't.
And that's depressing, man. This director did some good shit. He made Moon, which was really underrated, and Source Code, which was fantastic. This is his third film, and it is his first stinker. It's unfortunate. It sucks when a good director makes a bad movie, because I don't want to shit on this movie, but it's not that good. I mean, the best I can say is Toby Kebbell. He makes it watchable.
This movie had no character build-up whatsoever. These characters, they're not built up. You do not care about these characters. These characters I could give less than a fuck about. You know what I cared about more than these flipping characters? You want to know what I cared about more, Devin? Do you really want to know?
Sure.
I cared about why the magic guy from that organization that the young wizard leaves.
Yeah.
You know, that magic guy, the really old guy?
Yeah.
I cared more about why his eyes were always like this crimson blue. That's what I cared about.
That was the magic in his eyes.
Yes, but that's what I cared about more. I cared more about the freaking crimson blue than any character in this fucking movie. I'm not done.
Oh. He hated this more than I did, I guess.
I was completely uninterested. I was not motivated to care.
Not even...
Okay, I got 12 hours of sleep last night. I was falling asleep. I was trying to keep myself awake.
Not even Toby Kebbell intrigued you a little bit?
No!
Oh.
No, there were times where I was... There were times.
His performance... I am assuming it's motion capture. It was good. You got there. Because Toby Kebbell's really good in fucking motion capture. He did Koba and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. That was brilliant. This is not Koba, but this is...
Shit.
Okay, his character is not shit. He's still kind of a little weak, but he's developed enough that you care enough about him to make this movie watchable. But seriously though, if it wasn't for that character, this movie would be an F.
Okay, I got more, okay? Not only am I not motivated to care for these characters, not only am I falling asleep, but I'm just bored. Like, movies, the thing to be excited about for summer movies is the fact that, like, summer movies are always intriguing. Like, that movie that came out last year with, I think it was Eisenberg. What was it called?
Last year?
Yes, last summer.
American Ultra?
American Ultra, thank you.
Oh, I love that movie. I think it's a blast.
Yes, it was fun.
Such an underrated movie.
That is a summer movie where you are having fun.
Yeah, you
This
know what?
movie, I'm not having fun. I kept checking my watch every 5 seconds because I wanted to know, when was I getting out of here? It was so boring. And then when you finally think it's over, no, wait, guys, there's another scene.
That last fight was so anticlimactic.
Oh my god. I don't
Literally one swing and it's over.
Also, when they're fighting at the end against the big green demon in the wizard's castle, when they're fighting and 1 minute, like, they're fighting on the ground, then the next minute they're hiding all of a sudden, what the hell happened there?
This movie
There are things in this movie where, like, something's happening, it cuts to a different scene quickly, and then it comes back and something completely different is happening, and you gotta figure it out for yourself.
Yeah, the setup was really weak in this movie from scene to
God.
scene. It doesn't transition very well.
It doesn't.
But you know what? This is a movie. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's a good movie because it's not.
It's not. It's terrible.
But I think it would be polarizing because what is this movie? What's the audience score in this movie in Rotten Tomatoes? Like 83?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a little too high. But
really high.
I can see someone coming out of this movie thinking it's a good movie.
Apparently, Warcraft fans like it. So, if you're a fan of Warcraft, apparently it makes sense to you. But as a cinematic movie,
Yeah, neither
it's
of
a
us
piece
are
of shit.
fans of Warcraft, by the way. Please don't hate us. We don't know.
But as a cinematic movie, it's a piece of shit.
As a cinematic movie, it's not that good. No. But I recommend, if the trailer intrigued you, I recommend seeing it. I just don't recommend paying money for it.
Do not pay.
I don't.
Do not even spend your scene points on it. It is not worth your free movie.
Jesus.
It isn't.
No, but yeah, honestly, movie of the week, by far, Conjuring 2. Go see that. If Finding Dory and Central Intelligence doesn't intrigue you at all, see Conjuring 2, man. See that movie again. They deserve your money. They crafted a pretty decent horror flick. These two movies, Now You See Me 2 and Warcraft were not good.
No, not good at all.
So what's your grade?
I've been going back and forth between a D- and an F.
Oh.
And
Are you gonna see the first F?
an F I will only give if a movie fails on all accounts. Sadly, this movie does not. The plot in the end still kind of makes sense, even though it sucks, and even though I'm completely bored. There are some things in this movie, and that performance by the orc is somewhat amusing, so I'm giving it a D-. But it was really close to an F. I want to put that out there. I hate this movie so much.
You know what? Toby Kebbell. He's a name that should be on your radar. He's a good actor. But I agree with Joe. I don't know if this would be on my worst of the year list.
I think it's going to make mine at least like
But
the 9 or 10.
you know what? Even the first act I was kind of in, even though it was a little sloppy. But I'm gonna give this movie a D+.
Holy crap!
You don't like that? That's too high for you, is it? I'm gonna give it a D+. It's not good. It has some redeeming qualities. If you really want to see it, don't pay money for it. Netflix it. The funny thing is, if this movie has a sequel, I kind of want to see it. I feel like this could have been done better. There's potential here.
Okay, it does set it up for a sequel at the end, so if there is a sequel, you will see me and Devon review it. I went into this movie intrigued and interested and thinking, people are telling me it actually wasn't as bad as critics, and critics are being too hard on it. I'm like, okay, this is going to be great. No, critics, you know what you're doing. So why are they the critics?
Yeah, this movie wasn't great, but, man, you know, if a sequel comes out, just have some hopes.
Maybe. I don't know. I need to calm down from this. Anyways, that's our second review. Next time we will be doing Central Intelligence and Finding Dory. Those are the next two on our radar. And we also have a special of the Indie Midnight Special. Midnight Special that we watched a little while back that we really enjoyed. And it's not really that popular and very underrated in my opinion. So we're going to do a review on that and hopefully inspire you guys to watch that. Or you want to go check out the movie now and get ready for our next review on it. But those are the next three movies on our radar.
Don't see this. Just don't. It exists.
It's bad. Anyways, he's Devon.
And he's Joe.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.